Now, Eyewitness News NightBEAT.
Good evening, and we begin tonight with a breaking story that concerns all of us.
Just moments ago, 3 counties were put under a severe thunderstorm warning, and the rest of Connecticut is under a severe thunderstorm watch. That's going to stay in effect for a couple of more hours or so. Take a look at the scene in Hartford. Within the past hour, these scenes were shot. Lots of rain, and you don't see any lightning in this picture, but there's been lots of that tonight. Let's start things off with Hilton, Kaderli, and a look at what to expect tonight and tomorrow. Hilton, what do you see?
All right, Gayle, Al, let's deal with the breaking weather first. We're going to go to live Doppler radar and then to our storm tracker to track one of the more heavier storms we have in the area. But as you look at live Doppler 3 radars set on the 75-mile range, you see a yellow and orange and red band of storms in western Connecticut from Torrington down to just west of Waterbury, and then another little band south of Waterbury down to around Bridgeport. As you look at that line of strong thunderstorms, I can tell you that there's a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Fairfield County until 10:30 tonight, and for Litchfield County until 11:45, and until 11:45 also a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for New Haven County. Now, as we go to Storm Tracker, the storm that is affecting the most people right now is the strong thunderstorm that has prompted the issuance of a warning for New Haven County. Let's go to Storm Tracker, and I'll show you exactly what towns are in effect. We expect this storm to be rolling into Shelton about 11:05, Seymour 11:06, Ansonia 11:06, Derby 11:06, 11:08 for Naugatuck, 11:08 for Milford, 11:10 for Orange, 11:11 for Woodbridge, 11:15 arriving in West Haven, and 11:16 in New Haven. That's for that strong line of thunderstorms that has prompted the severe thunderstorm warning for New Haven County. Now, we'll be back with you as this story warrants coverage, but suffice it to say that we've got a lot to keep track of as strong thunderstorms roll into southern New England this evening, folks.
All right, Hilton, thank you. We'll talk to you later on. We're going to, of course, continue watching the very dangerous weather situation on the NightBEAT and bring you updates as they are warranted. Now on to our other top story tonight. People living in one Hartford apartment building are demanding that major repairs be made and that they be made soon.
Yes, the elevators haven't been working for a couple of days now, and some people are literally stuck, including a disabled woman who lives up on the 9th floor of the building. NightBEAT reporter Dennis House is in the newsroom with more. Dennis?
Al, Gayle, good evening to you. At the Parkview Towers apartment building in the Asylum Hill neighborhood, residents have had to hike 11 flights for the past 48 hours, and this is not the first time they've had to do that. Some people who live there can't do the stairs, and they say they are really hostages of this high-rise.
The Parkview Towers is one of the tallest buildings in this neighborhood.
It was breathtaking, man, breathtaking.
And he's not talking about the view. The only way to the top or any floor here, at least for right now, is the stairs.
I came up 9, went down 9, came up 9, I'm going back down 9 again.
How you feeling?
My knees kill me. I hate it.
The elevators have been broken since the weekend.
I don't believe this.
Janine Reardon can't believe it either. She has cerebral palsy and uses a wheelchair. She looks at the 136 steps that are her only way outside and fears the worst.
Falling, because I had to walk her one day and went down the stairs on a pillow. And
9 flights you went down on a pillow?
9 flights on a pillow, and took a cane, crutches, and went out to walk her, and realized I couldn't get back up the stairs. And it took me about 3 hours to get back up the stairs.
Janine and several of her neighbors say the elevator breaks down at least once a month. They told Eyewitness News the management company says the elevators are in the process of being fixed, but we were unable to get a hold of the building manager to find out if and when the elevators will be running again.
It's frightening. It is frightening.
And that's because she wonders what would happen in the event of a fire. Janine Reardon says she and her neighbors have also called several state and local agencies who say there's not much they can do. Gayle?
All right, thank you, Dennis. Tonight, a ruling weeks after a deadly police chase that killed one woman and seriously injured her sister. The Bridgeport State's attorney says the Trumbull officer chasing burglary suspects into Bridgeport was acting appropriately. The suspect's truck, you may recall, plowed into a parked car in front of Cynthia Hirsch's home, killing the 37-year-old woman. Money is making news at the Alex Kelly rape retrial. Kelly's lawyers say the prosecutors broke the law by paying a witness $150 for wages lost during the time he spent in court during the first trial. The judge could not make a decision right away, so he sent the jury home for the day. Of course, we'll have continuing coverage of the Kelly trial starting tomorrow on Eyewitness News.
New twist tonight in the saga of two of Connecticut's own, Kathy Lee and Frank Gifford. It appears that Mr. Gifford's alleged affair was set up by a tabloid. Last Friday, the New York Post published a picture of Gifford embracing a former flight attendant in a hotel suite. This is video outside their home, by the way, in Greenwich. Now, the Washington Post reports the tabloid Globe paid the woman at least $75,000 to entice Gifford to the hotel. And the Globe does not deny the accusation. In fact, it says it plans to publish more pictures from the tape this week.
State prison guards are once again blasting Governor Rowland and lawmakers protesting today outside the McDougal Correctional Facility. That's in Suffield. The guards have not had a pay raise in 4 years. They've been butting heads with the state on a new contract ever since the Senate voted down an arbitrator's proposal.
State officials trying to keep their good record of collecting child support have now posted their fourth most wanted list. It's aimed at embarrassing and punishing deadbeat dads. The posters contains the names and pictures of 6 fathers wanted for not paying amounts ranging from $25,000 to $76,000. Connecticut collects child support at a much higher rate than the national average.
Big controversy tonight over a Willington Little Leaguer. Concern over erratic pitches has the league's board of directors deciding on rule changes. But one boy's parents are crying foul, saying their son is being singled out because of his size. NightBEAT reporter Kathy Moss joins us from the newsroom with the ruling today. Kathy?
Well, Gayle, first things first, the 12-year-old you mentioned stands at about 6 feet tall and weighs 165 pounds. Shane Legary's pitches are fast and strong, so strong they've struck a few players at bat during games. So tonight, the Little League board is deciding on a new rule. Hit 3 batters in a game with your pitches, you leave the mound.
He's a big kid. There is a little bit of concern about him because of his size. He throws the ball hard. He plays hard.
Kevin Legary's son, Shane, number 18, wasn't on the mound pitching tonight at his Little League game. But normally when he is, he throws a mean pitch. Pitches that have unintentionally struck and hurt other players up at bat. A problem some parents regard as a safety issue, one that his parents see as a discrimination issue. They feel their son is being singled out for being big with a strong pitch. Shane was a little shy to talk to reporters at this evening's game, but his friends were quick to come to his rescue.
If he hits someone, they might get a bruise, but, you know, it's not going to hurt forever. I think he should be able to pitch.
What do you think is going through Shane's mind?
Well, I mean, he's probably very scared that he's going to get kicked out of the game or something like that.
Well, Little League board members say he won't get kicked out of the game, but maybe the reason behind a new rule. Any pitcher who hits 3 batters in a game will be removed from pitching in that game, but can still play any other position. Some parents think the rule is needed. Meanwhile, all parents agree Little League can be rough.
If the people that run the league feel that needs to be applied, then fine. Now, who might argue with that? If they think it's for the best, for safety or whatever, that's fine too. But like I said, to me, it's much to do about nothing.
If they want him to pitch, they should work with him. If he's pitching well, let him pitch. If he starts going crazy, then take him out, let one of the other kids pitch.
I want the kid to play baseball. He likes it, and I want him to play baseball.
And so tonight, the board did craft that rule. If a pitcher hits 3 batters in a game, the player will be removed but can play another position. The board will present that to the membership, all the parents, next week, and then hopefully it'll be back to playing ball. Back to you, Gayle.
All right. Thank you, Kathy. Astronauts and cosmonauts aboard the Atlantis Mir Space Embrace are getting some shut-eye. The joint crew finishing a busy day on moving cargo back and forth, but they still have to swap more than 7,000 pounds of water and other material. Tonight, NASA says the job is about 60% done and right on schedule. The shuttle is set to undock on Wednesday night. Also making news around America tonight, parents and students demanding answers at a California high school after a senior is murdered on school property, allegedly by a school janitor. The 18-year-old victim's body was found in her shop class. Her throat had been cut. The alleged killer, a substitute janitor with a violent history. Police say he is a member of a major Los Angeles street gang, but nobody knew that until the murder.
Well, it looks like the Air Force's first woman B-52 pilot will not avoid a court-martial on adultery and disobedience charges. Lieutenant Kelly Flynn is asking for an honorable discharge instead of a trial, but tonight Pentagon sources say she's not going to get it. Flynn's lawyer filed a request earlier today. The decision is expected, the final decision, expected to come by the end of the week, but the court hearing is set to go forward tomorrow. Closing arguments beginning today in the trial of Pamela Lee. The production company is suing the actress, claiming she broke an agreement to appear in a cable movie. Lee says she backed out because she didn't want to do a sex scene and says she never signed a contract. But the movie company's disputing that. New information tonight that is sure to hit home with smokers. Researchers say it causes cancer, emphysema, and impotence. Yes, impotence. Tonight, see how cigarettes do their dirty work in the bedroom in a special report. What a drag.
I'm Brendan Keefe with a dramatic demonstration that could help save your life. Up next, see how to get out if your car plunges off a bridge and ends up sinking.
And a New England girl is getting 2 new lungs donated by 2 very special people. We'll show you how all 3 are doing tonight. The Night Beat is coming right back. Stay with us, please.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News. This is Connecticut's news station.